Chiefs. For the first time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Mahomes now on first down, escaping the pressure right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll roll him out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Here's Lawrence. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence looking end zone for Jones. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, 35 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
These two teams all tied after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. That little arm got it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Lawrence will throw. And incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. From the 25 on second down, Lawrence steps away to his left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A reminder, coming up in intermission, we'll get highlights in this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to give this to Robinson, draw play. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half, and they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Clay Brooks to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Lawrence on first down. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Taking it about the 16. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On first down, Mahomes dancing to his left. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Clay Brooks to return it. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Clay Brooks to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
From the 35 on second down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Clay Brooks to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Clay Brooks to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the Longley way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Chiefs are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Clay Brooks to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown. But and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Demarcus Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from what we said, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Clay Brooks to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jaron Reed with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Out to his left. He's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Clay Brooks to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 1st and 10, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Jack with a sack.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mahomes going to throw. On the move to his left. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Clay Brooks to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This will be fielded at the 17. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Buying time to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will extend this big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Clay Brooks to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A final shot now for Lawrence. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super